I just bought a brand. You don't feel that, Brody, then use a hollow man.
What's going on? This is your boy BrixxisKING, and I'm here to talk about my new album, my debut solo album, Faris. We're gonna get into it. I'm here to make a classic, and I hope the whole world enjoys it. So we're gonna run through it, talk about the album, all the imagery, the art, the features, the samples, all the things that went into the album, and kind of give you a glimpse into my world and how I see things, and you know how this album came to be.
Green bins, fuck Calabasas, Land Park is where I want the crib.
So Faris is a Arabic word which translates to like horseman or cavalryman. And why that's important for me in my album is because I'm a big horse guy. I ride horses. They're my muse for the album. The beauty, the strength, the power. And I wanted to have all those different things in the album and have that reflected. I want to give you me. And there's no way that I could do this album without including horses on the album. So if you know me, you know what that means to me. So again, the album's not about horses or anything like that, but it is me paying homage to them and how they influence me and having these things translate to music the best way I can. I wrote like this story about a soldier going into battle with his horse. And so I thought it'd be fly to have that set in Arabic to kind of start the album off. So that's the first vocals you hear on the intro. And then the intro is just me rhyming. I'm a producer first. That's always been my passion, is making beats. But on this album, I am rhyming. I'm rhyming a lot. And as a producer, you're gonna rhyme a lot because when you make a beat, you're trying to find different cadences, rhyme patterns, concepts, things that come to mind when you're making a beat. So it kind of goes hand in hand. You're gonna hear on my album, a lot of fly talk. That's what I'm into. You know, I love whether it be eating the best foods or wearing the best clothes, beautiful women, whatever it may be, do it fly. There's a reoccurring theme on the album that I have where I say up the taste level.
Nigga, primetime rap version of Dion, name lit up in neon, supreme ass trades to crush.
The second song after that is a song called Price Up. That's actually the first beat that I did for the album. Didn't even know there was gonna be that. So kind of go back in the story just a little bit. I was initially gonna do like an instrumental beat tape, but I love making songs, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to just leave songs instrumentals. I would want to make records out of them. I would send the beats to somebody else or I'd rap on them. So I was like, yo, let's just do the album. And that was like the first beat in that process. As soon as I heard the sample, I was like, yo, it was giving me vibes of Mobb Deep. I'm a huge Mobb Deep fan. And it was giving me super like murder music vibes. And so I already knew where I wanted it to go as soon as I made it. And so I kind of wanted it to be like a 2021 version of like what a Mobb Deep and Nas record would be, something like It's Mine or like Quiet Storm, something like that. And that was just the energy, and I just tried to pay homage to them with that record.
Big check king, Casablanca silk shirt, that's all me.
The next song after Price Up is It's a Trip. And that's a record I really wanted to make. I made no song that I made, I went into it thinking a certain thing. It just kind of develops. But once I always make the beat first, of course. And when I make the beat, it was to give me like just super cool vibes, like chilled out, you know what I mean? And a lot of music that I love is like that. You know, I'm a big reggae fan. So things like that I love to listen to, like just real cool vibed out shit, like, you know, Larry June, guys like that. I wrote it pretty quick, you know, I just, you know, kind of just gave nods to, you know, everything we've kind of gone through, you know, the whole 2020, we was all locked down part of this year. And it's a trip, man, like what we doing? Like I'm here doing this album, you know, so I kind of wanted to just set a picture of, you know, just being back outside and just having some sort of freedom, some sort of return to normalcy a little bit. So like even the first line, plans for a takeoff, beach sand, spray tan, Louis duffel both hands, shorty got no man, playlist popping, you could tell she a Bricks fan. You know, just kind of just setting the picture, you know, you get your playlist ready, get on the flights, you get your bags and you're ready to be up out of there. And that's the energy I wanted. You know, if you with your shorty and y'all are on a balcony in the Bahamas, on vacation, you know, this is a record you could throw on, and that's kind of what I wanted to do and kind of set the tempo.
A piece of myself to the family. I had to sacrifice my peace of mind just to get by inside.
The song after that, the next one is a song that I really love. It's called Maybach vs. McLaren, featuring my man C+. Shout outs to Plus. This song is an honor to do because to me, you know, Plus is, you know, one of the best that's ever come out of the city. He's incredible. He's a star to me. You know, I've been a fan of his for a while, and to have him on my debut album is a big deal for me. So man, shout outs to Plus, man. That's my guy. I love this beat. I love the song. It's the way it built was kind of crazy. So I remember when I had the foundation of the track, and I knew that I wanted to add like a rap, like a slow down, maybe like rap sample type thing on it. And first thought I was getting the whole vibes. I was like, yo, I need to find me a whole sample or something to throw on there. And then I was like, nah, let me try something a little different. I've done that before. And I was like, yo, I know Meek probably got something crazy for me. So I went to Meek, and then that led me to Tory. Tory Lanez on Lord Knows. And I just kind of chopped that up and then, you know, put that on there. And it came out amazing. And I called it Maybach versus McLaren because, you know, there's the samples, and they're talking about Mercedes-Benz, and all I wanted was a new Mercedes. You know, it kind of, you know, that plays in the beat. And, you know, when I look at the Maybach, it's like a bigger luxury, fly, cool whip, you know what I mean? And then the McLaren is like the expensive, fast, you know, rare. That's the you know, when somebody got that, you know, they moving different.
I just bought a brand. You don't feel that, Brody, then use a...
But 60 Bands is what my man Ye knows. Shout outs to Ye. That's my bro, man, for real. And me and him, we built a great rapport. Great rapper, great performer. When I watch him perform live, you know, I try to take notes of what he's doing to help with my stage presence because he's a great performer as well. That's my dog. Shout outs to Ye. I had this beat, and I was like, yo, I need you on this one. And my dog knocked it out. And it's like that. You know, so much love with this album from everyone involved with the album with me. It was always love. They just, whatever I needed, they took care of it for me. Kind of reminds me of something like maybe you might hear Alchemist do with like Bodie James or something. Like it's that kind of energy. So it's a record I enjoy a lot.
No cap, it's facts, nigga. Trying to run the map, nigga. Bring plaques to sack, nigga.
This is a song that it kind of gives you a glimpse into me as well. It's with my man Supreme. Shouts to him, man. Like he's another very, very dope MC from SAC. We have so many ill MCs out here, and he's another one. It was nothing until I sent him the beat. He sent it back, and it was something crazy. And we got other joints on the tuck too, so I'm looking forward to when those get to see the light of day because he's an incredible rhymer too. So shouts to Max, man, that's my guy. But this song is called Arrogate Freestyle. It was a racehorse, a great racehorse who passed away last year actually. I got the pleasure of watching him live. There's a huge race called the Dubai World Cup that he won a couple years ago. He broke out of the starting gate last, and he was in last place behind 12 of the best horses in the world. So he's dead last place as soon as the race starts. And usually when that happens, the race is over, you're cooked, it's over with. But he battled, circled the field, and ended up winning by a good margin. And it was one of the most impressive things you'll ever see. And I kind of relate that to my process with this music. So I'm kind of starting breaking late like Arrogate did. He broke late, but he ended up winning. And that's my plan. Even though I broke out late, I'm coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also got a record on the album called Valley High Bridge, which is a play on words. That's my man Nick. He's from the Bronx, High Bridge, a neighborhood you might have heard of, like A Boogie and guys like that from High Bridge. And then I went to Valley High School and from that side of town. So I thought it would just be a good marriage, kind of play on words, Valley High, High Bridge, mashed together Valley High Bridge, that California, New York connection. He bodied it too. We actually have another record that we did as well. and he killed it. You might know Nick from, he went viral last year. He did a really funny video of West Side Gun order McDonald's, and it went viral. You heard it everywhere. Joe Budden podcast, a bunch of stuff. And I followed him on Twitter. He reached out. He said he liked my music that he heard that I sent him, and vice versa. He has some really, really dope projects. Even his whole concept of sight beneath my eyelids is like a very dope theme he has going. So very talented rapper. The Bronx started this rap shit, so it's in him. And that record is just fun. It's real soulful. I love all my favorite beats of all time are those real soulful, melodic type joints. And that one I'm not rhyming on. That's all him. He took that to the neck.
Neck up and guess who's coming to dinner? Out with a hunter's agenda and style through summer and winter.
Another song that I really enjoy on the album is a song called Hashish. That's the song with my man Keita. That's another one where I'm not on it. I'm not dancing with Keita, man. Keita's too nice. But Keita, man, he's again another dude, man. He's a machine. And sent him the joint, and he killed it. With this one, I named it Hashish to kind of, again, keep with the theme, like the Arabic theme that I had on the album, because there's a lot of weed references, in Keita's bars. So I want to mix that, the hash thing with the Arabic and all that, because it's from that. So I thought it'd be, a good play on words with that. Alchemist is one of my heroes on production wise, and kind of a nod with the intro. I wanted to do a nod kind of back to the early 2000s, the way he would intro beats, and I kind of have fun with that. So really dope, really in the bag of this, that, again, gritty, hard street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I like.
That's how I move. Doctrine of Yakub. Bro, could it be true?
The next song I have on my album is a song called Enough. And that's featuring my man Chris Burden, the baddest chaplain. That's my guy out of Brooklyn. This song's called Enough for a couple of reasons. It's definitely, artists always say this kind of shit, but it's the most personal song and all that. But this one really is that. Listen to the lyrics. It's I kind of just give you, in 16 bars, a rundown of just some of my thoughts, on things I've dealt with personally. Everything from, we deal with, the song I deal with, talk about spirituality, me trying to find my faith and keep faith, and, things that make me question my faith and me, am I doing the right or wrong thing? Mental health is a big thing as well now, which is good because, for so long, a lot of people dealt with certain things when it comes to that, including myself. Didn't know what it was, and it wasn't nothing, for me it was like anxiety and all that kind of stuff, and panic and all that kind of stuff. And so I kind of touch on my dealings with that. When I was, really first dealing with stuff like that, I didn't know, I thought I was bugging the fuck out, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, I'm a fucking weirdo or something, like, you know what I'm saying? And until other people normalized it for me, I would see people's posts on social media, and it helped normalize it for me, which was really important because there's a lot of vulnerability in dealing with, with mental illness and things like that, and talking about it. And so there's always kind of a stigma with that. So I've learned how to deal with it a lot better with it now. But I felt like I should speak on it just because, like I said, people indirectly who didn't even know they were helping me. People I didn't even know, and they would speak on it like, oh shit, I deal with that. And it made it real. And so maybe indirectly I can help someone too, because I got helped out and people didn't even know they were helping me.
I ignore what you employ. Don't need no evidence.
The song after that is a song called Tit for Tat with my man O'Shea Burrell, and shout outs to Shay, man. That's my guy, man. I met him actually at the gym, 24 Hour Fitness, because he was part of our basketball group, man. Like we hooped every Saturday morning. But my dog is a very, not only a great basketball player, but very talented musician as well. And I had this beat, which is a little different. It's kind of similar to the song before it, Enough, in the sense that it's more like trappy type shit. But I still wanted to kind of keep my element to it and make it kind of weird and vibed out. So I did like some kind of wacky stuff with like the chords and It's dope, and I knew that he has a very dope melodic side to his music, and I knew that he can kind of bring some of that to it. Goes from blah 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 to tit for this and that. I ain't with the tit for tat, you know what I mean? And I'm not either, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no petty shit, man. It's straightforward and it's go time, you know what I'm saying? And he killed it. I love that song a lot, man. I appreciate he's another one who just, I sent it to him and he just did exactly what I needed. Came to the studio right here at the Stew, knocked it out, man. Played with his kids, man. Like these are really my guys, and it makes music even more fun when you're working with people that you know and admire, and it just makes it easier. The chemistry's there, and it just makes everything make sense.
Hey, yo, Brix told me to speak on it. Had to get the flame.
Well, after those songs, I was a little more, up tempo and had that energy. I kind of bring it back to my, soul roots, man. And with my man Genesee, shout outs to Jen, man. Jen, I made a post on my page about, me working on the album, and he hit me like, twin, man, if you need something, I got you. So when Jen hit me like, yo, I got you, I was like, oh shit, okay. This is amazing. So the song's called What I Love, and it just taps into just loving this rap shit, man. To me, you have to love it, man. Like, I'm not really interested in being around people who don't love this music. In this country, people, in black and brown communities, we come from not always the best situations, and we make beautiful things out of it. And there's many examples of that. And one of the biggest is hip hop. It's something that came out, again, in the South Bronx and in the ghettos, and we turned it into a phenomenon, and we're the biggest. Not saying I'm the biggest, but just the genre is the biggest thing in the world. We influence the whole globe. It's not even necessarily about race and all that. It's about, do you love this rap music, man? Do you love this shit? Do you love music? Do you love the art form? Because it's a beautiful thing that we created, and that I'm just trying to do my tiny little piece to help get to new ears and make Sacramento a place that people pay attention to when it comes to rap, because I really love it. I remember how I felt listening to The Chronic for the first time. My parents didn't really want my brothers to hear it because we were little, but I heard it. There's no way you couldn't. When you hear, as soon as Dre Day came on, you heard that bass line, you heard him, like, God damn, you hear Snoop, those things never leave you. And so that's what rap is for me. And Jen is like that as well. And he has a passion for this rap music. He's amazing at it as an artist. So him getting on this song was a blessing. And I appreciate you, Jen. Thank you, bro.
Yo, I get these passes to make Knife Wonder proud. Emirates flights to Cape Town.
And the finale on the album is a song called Proud. And it speaks for itself. I want to make my family proud with this album. I want to make Sacramento proud. I want the legends who I look up to, they hear it, to be proud. I'm like, yo, like, he tapped into us to try to, make something dope. And I'm proud of myself, honestly. Sometimes you have to give yourself a pat on the back, you know what I mean? And not because it's the best album ever, just because I'm proud that I did it. My vision, not someone else's vision, is what I wanted to do, what I wanted to convey. When I start the verse off, the first verse and the second verse shouting out legends. And the first line of the song was made me even go that direction was, I said, I hit these pads just to make Ninth Wonder proud. So when I'm, on the machine, making beats, I'm making beats to try to make Ninth Wonder proud. And then on the second verse, I start off the same way. I said, I hit these pads just to make Ant Banks proud. And Ant Banks is a legendary producer from the Bay, who I felt doesn't get enough credit. So with this song, like, I really wanted to get into that. I just shot the video for it recently. Shout out to my man Carlos. Shot a very dope video downtown. That'll be available soon. And have that rolling out with the album as well. But I feel like it's a really just dope way to close the album out. The keys on it is very melodic. It's just me on it. You can kind of see how I am as an MC, and how I get busy. Because I don't try to rapidly rap you under the table, but show you that, you know, I have, you know, I can do this. And I'm confident in what I do. Like I was saying before, I really care about this shit, and I work hard at it. And I just hope it's received well, because, you know, I'm doing my best, you know, and I want people to enjoy what I do, because I enjoy doing it. This music shit is my heart, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. So that's the finale of the album, which is Proud. And I hope it makes everyone proud, man, because I'm proud of it.